Hello, this is the Semester 2 Environmental Science class, and as a part of our sustainability audit for TASM, we have been trying to begin various initiatives to make our community more environmentally conscious. Today, we'll be telling you about carbon offsets and how you could potentially contribute to bettering the environment. What is carbon offsetting? Well, carbon offsets are certificates that anyone can buy in exchange for funding projects aimed at reducing CO2 emissions, when they themselves are contributing to increasing them. For example, you can buy carbon offsets for car and air travel, and by doing so, you are effectively neutralizing the emissions that you are responsible for reducing, since your money goes directly to reducing emissions elsewhere. This reduces your carbon footprint overall. Though carbon offsetting is definitely a temporary delay in solution to climate crisis, it is important to consider, though, as developments for more sustainable air travel by companies are currently in progress. Additionally, we should do what we can right now to limit our impact on the environment. Before I show you how you can contribute, you might be wondering why you should consider carbon offsetting. The answer is because of yearly flights. Did you know that the average American contributes between 10 to 20 metric tons of CO2 annually? And as shown on this slide, a single round trip to the US from Muscat can contribute to nearly 4 metric tons of carbon to the environment, showing that air travel can be a significant amount of a person's CO2 emissions. Carbon offsetting would be the way to be more environmentally conscious, especially since it isn't feasible for many people to stop flying altogether. So if you're interested in how you can offset your carbon emissions, you can begin first by using an online calculator to figure out how the CO2 emissions of a flight plan you are taking. Here's an example using MyClimate. First, you would enter your origin and flight destination, as well as any stops along the way, then the amount of passengers you want to calculate emissions for, your flight class, and finally click Calculate. You'll be shown the amount of CO2 emissions you would produce by going on that flight. After that, you can visit a carbon offsetting website and buy offsets to match your flight's emissions. We found two sites, Sustainable Travel International and the UN Carbon Offset Platform, the second of which we believe is best. If you choose to offset your carbon emissions using Sustainable Travel International, you can begin by going to the website and click Offset in the top right corner of the site. Then scroll down and click Offset by Amount. Then you can enter the amount of carbon you want to offset and make a transaction. Sustainable Travel International is quick and easy to use and verified by third-party organizations. After buying a carbon offset, you will receive a carbon offset certificate that verifies that you have contributed to a sustainable project. If you choose the UN platform, which we can recommend due to its reputability, you can begin through registering by clicking on the button in the top right corner. Then you can browse individual sustainable projects and find one that you wish to contribute to. Click on it, enter the amount of CO2 emissions you want to offset, and make a payment. Like with the other site, after the transaction, you'll receive a carbon offset certificate. The UN Carbon Offset Platform allows you to choose a specific project you want to contribute to, unlike Sustainable Travel International, although it takes much longer to buy a carbon offset using the UN site. In terms of payment, some projects of the UN site accept credit cards, while others only accept PayPal. Sustainable Travel International accepts credit cards. And that is all. Our environmental science class hopes you would consider contributing. Thank you for taking the time to listen to our short presentation.